if you got a device that doesn't have Bluetooth, whether it's your TV, an old stereo, a gaming console, or even the seatback screen on an airplane, you know how frustrating it can be to deal with wires. So let's go over this Bluetooth transmitter receiver. I'm gonna go over all the key features, show you what comes in the box, how it works, and talk about who this is really for, all to help you make a better informed buying decision. So this is a 2-in-1 Bluetooth audio adapter. So it can work as both a transmitter and a receiver. So in transmitter mode, you plug it into something like a TV or airplane screen, and it sends audio wirelessly to your Bluetooth headphones. In the receiver mode, it turns wired speakers or your car stereo into a Bluetooth speaker, so you can stream music from your phone. So this thing has a Qualcomm chip with Bluetooth 5.4 and aptX adaptive for low latency, and it comes with pretty much everything you need to hook it up to just about anything. So let's have a closer look here. Okay, so let's see what you get in the box here. All right, so we have the main adapter itself, pretty small. It's about 2.5 inches long and weighs only 20 grams. That's lighter than an AirPod case. You can easily just toss this in your pocket or bag and just forget it's there. Okay, and then we look on the side here. You can see that there's a little aux cable tucked along the side here that retracts in. That's really nice because you don't have a loose cable flopping around. Go on the side here. You've got a switch for the TX, off and RX. So that's transmit, off, and receive. Really straightforward. The front has that LED display that shows your battery percentage and connection status. So you just turn it on. Here we can see. Turn it to TX. You can see that it needs to be paired. Okay, and then the accessories here. So of course you get support, lifetime warranty card, and then the instructions. So you have a USB-C charging cable, USB-A to USB-C, pretty standard. Then we have a 3.5mm audio adapter, and then we have an RCA cable for older equipment, and then an airplane adapter for those dual prong headphone jacks on flights. So you get all the adapters here that you would need for using the device. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can use the transmitting mode. So I don't have an older device, so I've just gone ahead and connected this to my docking station, which is connected to my computer. Obviously my computer has Bluetooth, so I could just connect from there. But this is just to show you what you would do if you plug this into an amplifier, an older TV. It's the same process. So I've gone ahead and plugged it in. Then we go ahead and change this to the TX mode, okay? And we'll go on to where open them and then hold down the button for pairing. Okay, and then it's paired. So you heard the noise and we can see the one right here and it's paired and we're good to go. Okay, and then we can use our AirPods on this device and it's gonna receive the signal from the docking station. Okay, and then on the side of the device, you'll notice that we have the plus and minus buttons. So this controls the volume. So in TX mode, you just press and hold to decrease the volume, and to increase the volume, press and hold the plus button. And then when we're in the RX mode, pressing the plus once, just tapping, goes to the next song, and then pressing the minus goes to the previous song. And then to adjust the volume in the RX mode, also just hold down the plus to increase volume and hold down the minus to decrease the volume. And then we have a pair button right here. It says PR, P/R. This is a single click to enter the pairing search mode and press and hold for 8 seconds to cleared paired devices. So if you're having issues with pairing, we didn't have any issues at all with our earbuds or with this being in the car connecting to our phone, but if you are, you can press this. So again, if you have an amplifier that you're plugging this into, or you're on an airplane and you're using the adapter, you can easily connect two devices to this. Okay, so we have our transmitter here, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this to RX, and it's gonna receive a signal from our phone, so it can play Spotify through our car speakers. So go to the audio in over here, plug that in. We'll go to our phone, U6, and then we are connected. So you can play anything. So I'm gonna play copyright-free music. Okay, and there we go. We got copyright-free music playing on the car stereo, set to aux. So this works perfectly. So we can go ahead and look at it here. We can see it's connected. We can see device 1 connected. Okay, so the main thing here is that this does both transmit and receive, which is really nice. So you just flip the switch on the side, depending on what you need. and one device handles multiple scenarios instead of buying several adapters. So that's the great feature about this. So if you're at home and want to, add Bluetooth to your old stereo, go into receiver mode. If you're on a plane and want to use your AirPods with the seat back screen, go to transmitter mode. Same device. And in the receiver mode, there's a built-in microphone, so you can, actually take calls hands-free without disconnecting, which is really cool. Another great feature is the Bluetooth 5.4. So this does provide that stable connection and ultra low latency audio. So with a lot of, Bluetooth devices, cheaper Bluetooth devices, there's a noticeable lag. So the audio is, out of sync with what's on the screen. And with this, the delay is incredibly minimal. And in my experiences, the audio synced up really well, even for gaming where timing matters. What's also nice about this is you can connect two Bluetooth headphones simultaneously. So two people can listen to the same audio at the same time. And of course, that's great for traveling, with a partner or watching TV with someone. And this is actually something I didn't expect to work this well. So if you're on a flight with someone and you both want to watch the same movie using your own wireless headphones, you can do that. Both headphones pair to this one little adapter. Okay, and then the battery life. So it has 13 plus hours in RX mode and 14 plus hours in TX mode. So this easily lasts a long flight or multiple days of just casual use, and you're not constantly hunting for a charger here. And it charges via USB-C in about 2 hours, which is really quick. And the display shows you the battery percentage, so you always know where you stand. Okay, so let's talk about what I like and what can be improved here. So the pros, of course, it does the both transmit and receiving. It's very versatile. The low latency with aptX adaptive, actually usable for gaming and video. Has dual headphone connection, great for couples traveling. It's really compact and lightweight. It includes all the adapters you need, and the battery life is really solid at 13 to 14 hours. So one thing that could be improved, the display could just show a bit more information. Right now you can just change the volume. You can't see what level it's at, and it doesn't show the names of the connected devices or whether you're in TX or RX mode on the screen itself. The switch is labeled, of course, on the side. It'll be just nice to have that confirmation on the display as well. Then of course, the device would be a little bit bigger. So it can be a con. Also, one other thing to note is there is a light buzz if you use it while it's charging. If you unplug it, the signal is clean. Just keep that in mind when you're planning to leave it plugged in permanently. Okay, so who is this for? It's good for frequent travelers. So if you fly a lot and want to use your own wireless headphones with the airplane entertainment system, this is exactly what you need. The airplane adapter is included, and the dual headphone feature is great if you're traveling with someone. This is also good for people with older audio equipment. So if you've got an old stereo, amplifier, or car that doesn't have Bluetooth, this turns it into a wireless speaker, and you can hook it up really quickly. It's also good for gamers with consoles that lack Bluetooth. So if your gaming setup doesn't have Bluetooth built in and you want to use wireless headphones without audio lag, this will work really well. This is also good for late night TV watchers. So if you want to watch TV with wireless headphones so you don't disturb anyone, this adds the capability to any TV with a headphone jack or audio out. So in my opinion, this is definitely a Bluetooth adapter worth checking out. The fact that it does both transmit and receive means you're not buying two separate adapters. One device covers your TV, your old stereo, your car, airplane flights, gaming consoles, all of it. And the low latency actually works, and they include pretty much everything you need in the box to hook it up just about any device.